It's called buttery spread if it's less than 80% fat. What is it called if it's more than 80% fat? I guess I'm going to say margarine. Guys, I'm going to die. Not like hopefully in the next like 10 years or whatever, but I ate so much margarine as a kid. My parents bought it instead of butter because margarine was like more spreadable. So I grew up eating margarine like almost every day on toast. And then maybe like mid 2000s, reports came out that were like, it's giga bad for you. It's so much worse than butter. Like not only does it just congeal in your arteries, but also it's like full of partially hydrogenated trans fats. And to my credit, or to my parents' credit, they stopped buying it like right away. But in the most formative years of my life, I was mindlessly eating a lot of margarine for sure. Because they screwed up my parents' generation by telling them butter was bad, man. I was like every few days I was having a salami sandwich that was buttered, but the butter was margarine, man. That's like a colon cancer cocktail. And I was eating that shit when I was like 5. That's not good. I didn't have any control over that, man. That's just what I was being fed because my parents were like, don't give him butter. Butter gives you heart disease. Butter is good. We need fat to survive. Yeah, bro, we all know, okay? I'm talking about what the world was like before you fucking got here. The science was different back then because the scientists were worse. There's better fat than butter, though. You're literally policing the food that I was fed like by my grandma when I was 5 years old. What the hell are you talking about? Also, you know the rules. Post blood work, post abs. By the way, you need to have some social intelligence here. Read between the lines because a dude did join the Discord and then post a picture of his abs, and then everyone just kind of went, "You're not actually supposed to do it." That's like that means you failed the test twice. And I apologize if that person is in here and they're now realizing that they crossed the line, but everybody just kind of went. And then they started saying some shit like most food is poison, and we were trying to figure out. I think we never talked about it, but I think we were trying to figure out if this guy might be like RFK's son or something like that. But he was pretty shredded. Don't get me wrong, he was pretty shredded. But the thing is, even if you have abs, post a family photo. If you don't have at least one kid, then you should be jacked. Your base case should be being jacked at all times. Back me up here, parents. Do we have enough parents in chat to create a plurality yet? Or at least a group that's big enough to be annoying? You weren't jacked? I know, and I had no excuse. That's one of the first things I said to my brother-in-law when I saw him after we had our kid. I was like, why wasn't I jacked all the time? One of the classic sorry, this is so annoying, especially if you don't have kids. Well, probably still a little annoying if you do have kids. But one of the conversations that's evergreen is talking to other parents about how you thought you were busy before you had kids, but then you weren't busy at all. And just like, it just goes around in a circle over and over, just going, why were we saying we were so busy all the time? We weren't doing anything. We didn't have shit to do. We were saying stuff like, oh, after work, I have to go get groceries tonight. I can't work out tonight. I got to go get groceries.